you were to have a dinner party and you need 5 guests, right? 5 guests, dead or alive. I'll give you 6. 6 guests dead or alive. Who are you bringing in?
Number 1's Elvis Presley.
Making that party, I like it.
Yeah. So I didn't. I was going to say I obviously knew who he was. God, he's King of Rock, isn't he? But his film came out.
Unreal.
And I went to watch it with a few of the boys the day before a test match, and I absolutely loved it. And I actually loved it that much that I used a particular part of his film in the day's team talk.
Did the boys know?
Well, I said I went to watch Elvis last night and did all this kind of stuff and stuff and it was honestly I was watching this part of the film and I was like, this is honestly just it was just hit me because it was so early on in my captaincy that it was just so hard for me to ignore. I was like, I've got to say this. This is Elvis. Yeah. This is what and we actually had a little thing that week, didn't we? About I actually said I want us to play like Elvis, and then there was a little sign from the boys that week going Rooty got 100 and he took his glove off and he did the old pinky.
Yeah, sick.
But there was a certain bit in the film which he literally was what I was trying to get me to be as a captain and also what I wanted to try and bring out of the team. Yeah. And I just couldn't ignore it and I just had to say it. So, all these team talks and stuff about the right lads.
Let's get into them.
Talking about Elvis Presley.
I like it. It's the new wave captaincy. We'll take it. So he's number 1. You know what? We'll go back and forth.
Brian,
we'll get. I'll let you pick 3.
And you're going 3.
So
you might
got one. We've got Elvis.
Brian Clough.
Brian Clough. Just
stern man to have at dinner, no?
But I think I just want to ask him.
Brian Clough and Elvis Presley together.
I just want to ask him, how he galvanised the city and the club, and I think he had a really good humour to him, and he was so straight talking. Was it? I don't know how he'd cope in the modern day, to be honest.
Could be interesting.
I've heard so many stories about him and his team talks and just how he operated. I feel like. A lot of players that had success under him just love him to bits. Yeah. So he's got to have a nice side to him, a nice soft side to him as well. Yeah,
to be fair, we interviewed Kenny Dalglish, and he had some very good Cloughy stories. So it's I reckon he'd be a good. Especially after a few wines, exactly. Be a great dinner guest. Stokes number 2.
You're not getting away with this.
Who might be? Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Because I think that's.
It's got a good story to tell.
Let me tell you, I was lucky enough, right, to go when we were in Saudi for the Jake Paul fight, and Tyson Mike Tyson somehow built up this crazy friendship with Derek Chisora, and I was next to Derek Chisora, and he was like, right, we're at dinner, and he's like, "You talk my room." That's the worst Mike Tyson impression ever. But he was like, "Going to get into my room." So we go up to the room, and he's just him, and I think it's his father-in-law, Devin Haney, who just won the other week against Lomachenko, and Derek Chisora. And when he started holding court, telling stories, and he's getting this thobe made up, the full gear made up, with a tailor, and he's just got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's just holding court, telling stories about back in the day, stuff that he got up to. And I thought, do you know what, that I was scared for my life at every moment. I just thought at any moment he could just go, who the hell is this random geezer in my room? You've got world champion boxer here, Derek Chisora there, and then this geezer just kind of sat there waiting.
He's going to get it.
Impossible. So for sure.
Are we turning this into now a round table of 15?
I reckon we'll add a few more spaces. We'll put up a few extra chairs at the game.
I reckon I'm going to steal one off you.
Ooh.
Ricky Gervais.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, he'd have been up there for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
God.
Cool, you've got to have thick skin to have Ricky Gervais at the dinner table.
You need a funny man at a dinner table, at a guest.
Yeah, that's a great
So you boys like the dark humour, the mean humour?
So I would ask him, I would specifically say, I want you to bring a bit of The Office.
Oh. So you actually want David Brent to come?
I want David Brent, but then also I want him to be able to.
That'd be unbelievable.
I want him to be able to then transition into maybe a bit more of someone out of Afterlife.
Okay, so he's playing a role.
Playing a role.
Okay.
Role player. So I think that's. That'd be good value.
Have you seen all of like the stuff on TikTok? There's a guy on TikTok now who does like different sports people and different managers from like different sports as David Brent. And he does their interviews.
I think I might have done actually.
Unbelievable. If you haven't seen,
has he done a bit of Gary Neville?
Yeah, done Gary Neville, done Big Sam. I might get him to do. I might get him to do one of you, but I might get him to do your Elvis Presley captain speech.
He does those like long looks, doesn't he? And stuff. Yeah, I've seen him.
Okay, so we got a solid crew. We got Mike Tyson, we got Brian Clough, Elvis Presley, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Who next?
Have I taken one off you there, haven't I?
100%. He was. I should. I'm now regretting I didn't say him first, but I mean, Michael Jordan would have. I'd have to. I just want to play golf with him, but maybe not do the betting because I think he sort of like goes quite hard at that.
You hear the story where he's like, well, I think he was playing. I can't remember who he was playing, but he was like, "We're going to bet on this hole." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's the bet?" He goes, Michael Jordan goes, "Whatever makes you uncomfortable." Imagine you're thinking like 10 grand. I'll be okay. I'll play. Whatever makes you uncomfortable, you're thinking, oh my god.
Yeah. Wow. I've just felt like his obviously like playing career was unreal, wasn't it? But he's just bigger than sport. Yeah, like, he's transcended sport. Yeah. He just looks like someone I'd like to spend a bit of time with and ask everything like business, sport, like his mindset with things because he was tough, wasn't he? He was like a hard competitor, hard teammate, but yeah. I
think him and Clough would probably get on quite well.
It'd be an interesting chat.
It'd be an interesting chat. Who's the Michael Jordan of cricket?
Like overall cricket.
Yeah.
I mean, I reckon
far off Dhoni, would it?
Like Dhoni, bro, he is next level.
Yeah.
Like he is. Cricket's a religion in India, right?
Yeah.
Dhoni is like seen as this. It's crazy. I did my first year at the IPLs in 2017 with MS, Dhoni, and then again just been 9 weeks at Chennai with MS as captain again. And I knew like I could remember that was crazy with him, but now it's just like
it's gone to a different level.
It's because the thing about it is just like this mystery to him that because he just keeps himself so reserved and he doesn't give anything away on the field. Like you know, it's just emotions and facial expressions, and even when he talks, you know, to the press and stuff like that, he just doesn't give anything away. So. I think in terms of cricket, I don't think there's going to be anyone in the game who's going to have the effect that MS Dhoni has had.
All right, I'm going to steal the last one. I'm going to go Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Vavavu.
Thierry Henry. Little Vavavu. Just the source, you know, as a football fan, as an Arsenal fan growing up, I grew up like literally a house like 200 yards from like the West Stand of Highbury. Yeah. Like he was my goat. Like he is my goat. Like there's no one better. Like, you know, when certain people that you must get, like certain people like walk out the back, you're thinking, yeah, something's going to happen today. Yeah. Like, I'm excited. And even as like an opposition player, you must get it a little bit where you're like, oh, fuck, it's him. Boys, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Guys, much love. We're off to the sixes, playing a bit of cricket.
Absolutely.
It'll be too fun. Guys, thanks for watching. That's been The Athlete's Voice by Forecast.